All right, chat. We're here live. Vintage Challenge, Saturday, 10/9/2021. We're trying out this Saga Oath deck again. I played a league with it earlier this week. We didn't really get a lot of good information from the league. It was kind of not a super enlightening league. So I figured we'd play it in a challenge and see if it can carry my ass to a top 8. Then we'll know for sure if it's the real deal. Yeah, nothing has really changed since that league video. So if you watch the league video, you can hear my thoughts on the configuration of this deck. I think the only thing is I changed a sideboard slot for an Oko, and I don't even remember what I cut. So more of a combo oriented bug Urza Saga Oath deck. Definitely more my style than like a rug control Miharu deck. So we'll see if see how we fare. I really like this Show and Tell Emissary package in the board. Let's just give it a shot. We're up against Clone 9 in round 1. Clone 9 has been experimenting with various Doomsday things, which is not ideal for the home team, but this is a super solid starting hand. I'm looking at turn 1 Demonic for Tinker is probably what I would do. An interesting thing will be, do we play Mana Crypt or do we not play Mana Crypt? So the upside of playing Mana Crypt is it lowers the Flusterstorm count on turn 2 and maybe lets us play through Flusterstorm. Let's see, 3. Yeah, so we could play through Flusterstorm on turn 2. The downside is we might have less mana to work with on our Citadel, which is not irrelevant in this deck compared to other Citadel decks, but we have a Sensei's Top, which pretty much negates that problem. So what I think I'm going to do is Misty, not Misty, I don't want to show them I'm green, or it could be green. I'm just going to fetch one spell, second spell Demonic to play around Mindbreak Trap, and then we'll play Mana Crypt post Demonic. I guess I also get to spin my top this turn, which is an upside as well. I didn't really think about that, but when you start to factor in that, oh my god, we would have drawn Bolus's Citadel. Well, I am glad Sensei's Top was looking out for us here. What do I want to draw? I think I would rather. So if they're on Doomsday, the Oath is pretty bad. I think I would rather just draw Ponder. I think I would rather do that. All right, time to find out what Clone 9's got for us this week. Is it Bug Doomsday? Maybe. Have an Underground Sea. And a Sapphire. Turn 1 Doomsday kill. Ritual, Doomsday, Ancestral. No, I was fucking joking. I was joking. It was a joke. Play Necropotence, please. Why does this deck still exist in the format? Good God. I guess we could, theoretically, we might not lose, right? So I think like a lot of the losing things here are like cantrip into Lotus into cantrip. So if they have 2 cantrips, they can win on turn 1 here because they have a Sapphire. So like cantrip into Lotus into cantrip into Ancestral into Oracle is probably the simplest way. They have 4 cards in their hand. They could probably, you know, have Daze and Force of Will backup too. But then they don't have 2 cantrips, so. But we also still can't win. Oh, man. Just Doomsday things, I guess. Main deck Opposition Agents. Yep. Cantrip. Oh, fuck off! Fucking restrict this goddamn deck. Holy shit. Restrict this fucking deck. I'm so done. I am so over it. What a fucking nightmare. Okay, all right. I mean, we're only a 4 Force of Will, 4 Flusterstorm deck. How could we ever really hope to combat Doomsday? Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess we just play Grizzlebrand here. Cool. Dope. A+. Unfortunately, nothing really protects you from a Thassa's Oracle, does it? In the end, it's all for naught. Not. Island, Oko, submit. Oh yeah, Thassa's Oracle better than Monastery Mentor? Yeah, Thassa's Oracle might be one of the best creatures printed, right? We should restrict it. That'll show them. I don't know. I have a pretty high opinion of Mentor, so who knows? I'm gonna just mulligan this hand because it doesn't have counter spells in it, and I don't really understand if you can't really beat Doomsday without a counter spell because they just kill you on turn 1. So just gonna mulligan this hand. Okay, all right, okay. Here we go. This is a hand. This is definitely a hand. How the hell do we? I think we just get rid of Veil. Well, no, we get rid of Veil, and the reason is I can hold up in Flusterstorm and Negation, and then I can also Saga. The problem is, yeah, I want Negation because I want to play turn 1 Saga. I want to play turn 1 Saga, and that would leave me exposed to getting turn 1 killed again, which happens 100% of the time when you play against Doomsday, so... so yeah, that's the plan. Because Saga gives me an actual clock, and so it's perfect against Doomsday, where you can get the hold up in your counter spells, and you at the end of turn get to make a flash clock. All right, we didn't die on turn 1. We should all pray to the gods and be very thankful that Doomsday has shown us this mercy. Top though on this preordain. All right, we did draw into another land, which is not fantastic, but should I have fetched immediately to play around Opposition Agent? Probably. I probably should have done that. I'm gonna fetch immediately after this preordain so that I don't get Opposition Agented. It was a misplay on my part. Yo, what's up, Bill Fred? Is it Bill and Fred or just Bill Fred? Either way, much appreciated. Yeah, I should have fetched on my turn just to play around Dark Ritual Opposition Agent. I guess I could always respond to Dark Ritual, so maybe it's fine. I don't know. I don't trust myself like that. Okay, so we didn't die again. Very unusual game. Let's put our clock in play here. We can just put in 2 constructs and then attack with them and hold open Flusterstorm Negation and hope that's good enough. Obviously, that's a dead draw, but that is the life we lead when we play this. Oh, my opponent's going to resolve an Ancestral while I'm tapped out. That's fair. They normally run 0, but this player is a specialist. Oh, they fetched to play around Needle. That's why they did that, which is a smart play. I do have a pretty high opinion of Clone 9's typical play patterns. I think they're usually pretty good. So I'm just gonna get the top. I could get the Soul Ring and help pay for. I could get the Lotus and then I can probe and hold open Negation Fluster. But I don't really want to do that. I think I just want to get a top, which gives me things to do at the end of turns. And we currently are on a pretty fast clock here. Doomsday doesn't really have a lot of time. I mean, it's clearly not a bad draw. I can still hold open Fluster, Sullivan. I just have to fetch a Sapphire. Now I get to fetch top. So, oh, I forgot to fetch again. Oh well. Yeah, I definitely should have fetched again to play around Opposition Agent. All right, doesn't matter. So this is the formula to beat Doomsday for sure. This is what people have found as the best way to play against Doomsday. Have 6 free counter spells, 4 Fluster Storms in your deck, and then have a way to make an instant speed clock. It is the reason why Doomsday has fallen off. For a while, Doomsday was the de facto best deck, putting up extremely high win rates. That is not true anymore. Obviously, I still get killed a lot by it on turn 1 and turn 2, but I'm mostly jesting where that happens every time. But this is definitely a strategy that has proven to be successful against Doomsday. It's Force, Fluster, and Saga. Not Rip Doomsday. Not Rip Doomsday. Absolutely not. Absolutely not Rip Doomsday. Rest in the opposite of peace. They killed me on turn 1 this game, Geeky. We can't have that. Yeah, how's it going, Smash? We're just gonna run this back. It's not fun. It ain't. Okay, so this hand doesn't have a Force and doesn't have a Saga and has 2 dead draws. I think you should just put this back. Let's see. I can hold open Fluster and then end of turn Vamp, and that would get me Ancestral. No, it's around a 50% win rate deck, post Modern Horizons for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna just mulligan this hand. We can do better. This didn't do better. This did not do better. It does have 2 lands, Saga, so maybe it's keepable. I'm just like pretty worried about getting killed on turn 1 with no counters. I just don't. Well, let's see. So if I play top, I can always get a Force, right? But then I have to get rid of Vamp unless I play Fetch. So I could theoretically go bottom Oko and go turn 1 Rainforest Sapphire top, and I will always have at least a Force of Will, and I can choose to get like a Tinker. That might actually be good enough. That might actually be good enough. It's a little awkward not to be playing our Saga on turn 1, but I think, yeah, I'm kind of interested in this lines here. Again, we are exposing ourselves to turn 1 Doomsday. Kill me, but like we can't really mulligan too many times. Oh yeah, why not? Sure. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think I played correctly, but my opponent's deck is just too strong. Real life vintage doesn't exist, so does it matter too much? My opponent brought in null rods versus me. Interesting. Oh, they're gonna kill me on turn 1? Fucking restrict this deck. What is this? This is fucking bullshit. Oh. Vintage. All right. Well, let's see if we can recover from that. Oh boy. All right. Here we are, round 2 versus Doomsday Aficionado. Max. Yeah, let's do our best. I'm gonna mulligan. I'm gonna keep. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the second land and not the top. I could see that being true. I'm only planning on getting a construct here. The thing that this lets me do is I technically represent a lot of things. And then on my second turn, at the end of their second turn, if I get a second turn, I get to make a token, spin, and then crack if I want to, and spin again if I need to. So I don't even have to crack, really, seeing as my Saga will go off. But like I get 6 looks at a card I want, which is interesting to me. Obviously, in this, unless I draw a Moxen off the top on the first turn, I'm not going to get two constructs. But I think that's okay. Yeah. But that's like I can look at 6 cards and find 1 card that I want. I actually don't think Doomsday is that hard. Most of the time, your lines are pretty straightforward. It's just like every so often there will be one line that is like really hard. Oracle is just too busted, basically. Like when I look at the legacy Doomsday things, they have Oracle, but they don't have as good mana, like Lotus and stuff. So it's a little bit more complicated. But Oracle's still busted. Okay, Island. I mean, Max could be on something that's not Doomsday. Max has been playing like a little bit of Tinker decks recently as well, so. But if I had to guess, I would usually guess Max is playing Doomsday, so. But if we see like an off-color Mox in here, then definitely possible that it's not. Well, I mean, Legacy Doomsday can win on turn 1. That's definitely something it can do. I actually technically could Demonic Tinker here. But I wouldn't have any lands to give. And I would lose my top. So I'm kind of off it. I don't like it very much. Max is also playing in the Modern Challenge, so I expect a little bit of a delay between actions. But Max in general, pretty fast player, so not too worried. All right, so very likely to be Doomsday. Oh, almost certainly a Soul Ring. Cycle Street Wraith. The problem with Soul Ring is I don't have a blue source, right? So it's in theory, what I should be looking for off of my top is a black or blue Moxen. If they cast Doomsday, am I letting it resolve? Probably. I could go like Demonic Time Walk too, depending on how big my dude is. But the problem is my dude is not going to be very big, so not sure. So if I get a Soul Ring, I have 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana. So I just need I need to spin for a land, but more what I would really like is a blue or black Moxen. Because then I can go Demonic Tinker for a full mana, have force backup, keep top. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, I have a lot of good things happening here still. I'm letting this resolve. But if they go for something on this turn, I still have force with a ton of mana. I can spin, crack Lotus and spin, and crack and spin, and I can still find Fluster. But we'll see what happens. I guess I really kind of need to do this. Force. Force. They're passing the turn. All right. Get the notepad out. Oh, what do we got, chat? What do we got? Force of will. Force of will, force of will. So we have 1 force of will. Oracles. 2 oracles. Great Wraith. 2 question mark Wraith. Flusters. 1 fluster, 2 fluster. 2 question mark flusters. Maybe a daze. Well, we know they have a C in their hand. So they can only have force or they can really only have like force fluster or double fluster. What about check out rituals? 1 ritual, 2 ritual, 3, 4 rituals are all gone. Um, 2, 4, 7, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Misstep. Okay, they almost assuredly have a mental misstep in hand. Dig, negation, preordain 1, 2, 3, 4, ponder. We saw ponder, important, probe. Oh, how many flusters? I guess it's only 1 fluster. And then duress, maybe. And ancestral. This is game 1, right? This is game 1, so no duress. Okay, so this should be our 9 then. So they have C and mental misstep in hand plus 2 unknowns, and then their other 7 cards are as follows. This is 8 cards though, isn't it? One fluster. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. What am I missing here? Wait, they have to have more flusters though, don't they? They have to have 2 more flusters at least. One, I think they have to have 2. 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. These are the cards that I'm looking at. Anyways, let's see. I would put them on having C, misstep, fluster. They can't have a wraith. Oracle maybe. C, misstep, fluster, oracle, or maybe oracle force. Something like that. Okay, so I need to be able to deal 8 damage. If I make a construct, it will be a 3/3 after all is said and done. If I find a land and go, or sorry, if I find an artifact, demonic time walk does win. Also activating a citadel wins. I definitely want to start by spinning and then Saga, and then we see what's on top. I guess I would have to be, the best outcome is a blue or black Moxen that lets me cast demonic time walk with 4 artifacts and force backup and plays through days. True? 3? No, doesn't play through days. Doesn't play through fluster either. Kind of hard to justify. It might just be make a construct, find a fluster. It's hard to justify a fluster when they have their own Lotus. God, they have a lot of things in their pile that are possible. All right, well, I definitely think I want Fluster Sapphire. I can only get one of these, though. That's not exactly true. I could draw with my top. I will lose my top, though, when my Saga shuffles. Well, it counts as an artifact for killing my opponent, so kind of. I mean, it's definitely worse than a Sapphire, so. Okay, so now I have Soul Ring. I could jet for Demonic. I could jet and Demonic and get another Flusterstorm. I could jet for Demonic and get Ancestral Recall. I could actually, I don't have to jet for that. I could just go fetch Soul Ring, Demonic, and Mental Misstep. Sorry, not Ancestral Recall. I meant Mental Misstep. No. That is not a good line. Do not try to Ancestral an opponent who has likely a... Oh, they have their own Mental Misstep. So Mental Misstep, not great. It might just be Jet, Demonic, and then another Fluster. And then hopefully we draw... we would have to draw 2 artifacts. That's not really possible. I wonder if it's something like Jet, Demonic, Mana Crypt. Jet... Because that gives me a lethal thing and helps me pay for a Fluster or something. They might just Fluster this. Did I have a Time Vault kill at all? No, I would always be a mana short. Okay. There's nothing to needle. I might just get a Crypt here. Oh, we could needle Wraith? Huh. Does that work? Yeah, it should work. Interesting. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that because they have a Mental Misstep in their hand. They have a Mental Misstep in their hand. If we wanted to needle, we had to do it off of our Saga, which doesn't sound... Well, we could have done that. We could have done that. Now we can't do that, though. I could have done that if I had seen it. I didn't see it. So I'm just going to get this Mana Crypt, which is going to give me extra mana and make a lethal threat. Yeah, so instead of getting Jet, I could have gotten Needle, and then I could have used my Rainforest to get an Underground Sea, and Demonic for an artifact. Probably still Mana Crypt. Yeah, that was probably the better line. Because I don't think this is actually going to help us pay for a Flusterstorm. I just need to pick any artifact that is going to resolve, so it'll be a lethal threat. That is probably the best line we could have come up with. So I did think about Needle, but I didn't think about Needle for Street Wraith. I don't know why. It's the only, like, I think the most times I usually Needle under fetch land. so they can't get Underground Sea. So that I checked and they have all their fetches are gone. So I don't have a Needle line. No, you should probably just restart your thing. I'm not dropping any frames over here, so. Yeah. So I made the wrong line. I didn't think about. I thought for sure we were supposed to get Jet, but then I realized yes, we could Needle. Or chat pointed out you can Needle Street Wraith, and that probably would have been better. So yeah. All right. Well, let's see what my opponent has in their hand. I think they have C Misstep. I mean, I think we're still dead here, right? Almost assuredly still dead here. This does pay for Fluster, actually. So Mana Crypt paying for Fluster is kind of insane, right? So the Mana Crypt, I mean, the Mana Crypt line is not bad. It's probably the second best line. So they had Force and they pitched Daze. And I can't Fluster, so I'm dead, right? Yeah. If I had, yeah, I mean, I didn't have, so Needle doesn't do anything actually, because they just draw into Ancestral and the Street Wraiths are irrelevant. Which means, why would they put them in their pile? I don't understand. Oh, maybe they put it in their pile. Maybe they put it in their. Wait, maybe, or maybe they put it in their pile. Maybe they already had. If they had them in their hand, wouldn't they have used them, or would they were scared they would die? So if they have a Street Wraith in hand and a Street Wraith below this, then they win. But if they don't have enough mana, right? Well, the problem is, the point is, I don't have any more targets for Flusterstorm, so I just always Fluster this anyways. No matter what, like this is just the correct play. I can pay for 3, so they did have Fluster. Oh, no, they had Misstep for 1, and they pay for 3, and then they have enough. Yeah, we knew they had Misstep in their hand. I mean, we made all the plays. Yeah. No, they pitched Daze to Force of Will. Yeah, so I think we played the best we could, and it doesn't matter because Doomsday is broken. So their hand was C Misstep. Their hand was C Misstep, Force, Daze. so their pile was Ancestral, Force, Fluster, sorry, Ancestral. It's probably Ancestral, Wraith. No. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. Whatever. I don't know. The deck does not really seem balanced to me, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a 4 Flusterstorm player. Eek. Yeah. I feel like this is what I did last time, and it seems still reasonable, so. That was only turn 3 though, right? So not that strong. Or was that turn 2? No, it had to be turn 3. I activated a Saga, right? No, I activated a Saga with, yeah, so turn 3. But turn 2 Doomsday. Doomsday's fucking broken, Ben. I don't know what you're talking about. They just literally kill you on turn 1 in every game. It's ridiculous. This is a good hand though. This is all my Doomsday hate. Did you see round 1, Ben? Oh my god, it was so ridiculous. Okay, so this is good hand. I've got a free counterspell and a Flusterstorm, and then I'm going to start making Saga tokens. This is basically exactly what I want to see whenever I play against Doomsday, so hopefully this gets the job done. Yeah, they killed us on turn 1, and then again on turn 1. It was fun. It's a good time. Yeah, round 1 lasted 5 turns. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Two turns in game 1, 1 turn in game 3, and 3 turns in game 2. So yeah, just good quality vintage. No, it's not rare for me. Maybe it's rare for you if you play enough Doomsday games, but whenever I stream, we just die all the time on turn 1. It kind of feels like we either die on turn 1 or 2, or we win, which is interesting. That could not be true. That might not be true, though, but that's how it feels. Maybe I should add more counters. Maybe. How about drawing like a sapphire? It's close. Sapphire would have been sick. 2 Flusterstorms. I sure wish that were true. I should have fetched a green source, but I have a feeling I'm pitching this Oko, so. I guess I died to Ritual Doomsday Fluster here. Was I not supposed to counter Ancestral? Silly me. Street Wraith into Gush, kill me? Saga, if Saga was an island, technically, I did have double Fluster back up here. But then I also have no clock. Okay, so they're getting Ancestral, which is maybe a sign they don't have Street Wraith Gush. Maybe? It could be a sign they have Gush already in their hand. Yeah, it could be, I guess. I don't know. Honest to God, playing against Doomsday makes me not want to stream, not want to play Magic. It is just so unfortunate. But what's the guy gonna do? I mean, there was a decision point in this game. The decision point was, am I supposed to fluster Ancestral? And maybe the answer is no. Maybe I made a bad play and I flustered Ancestral. I don't know if that's true, but all right, we didn't die. Okay, so the game carries on. This game is now officially not over because we do have Saga token with Flusterstorm backup. We may still win this game. We may still. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. We didn't die. So if my opponent doesn't have another fetch land, another land, I didn't look because it doesn't really matter this time. I don't really have ways to play around things. If my opponent doesn't have another land in their 7 cards and they just have Ancestral, we can fluster it, make a construct, and, well, probably not kill them. So maybe it's not good enough, but we'll see. If they do have a land and they can pay for it, then we die, so. But if they just have Ancestral, I guess they can pay for it and have a Force. Or a misstep. Okay, it was all right. We're still playing Magic here. Nope, we die. Well, we can still get a top, right? Well, because it kind of depends on what their next card is. If we assume their next cards are like Lotus Oracle, which feels pretty likely. Oh no, they did put a Street Wraith in their pile. So Max is probably going to draw Street Wraith into Oracle and kill me, I would assume. Yeah, so I assume their top card is Street Wraith or Street Wraith Oracle Doom Lotus. Can I do 7 damage? So no. Well, I can make a Saga token is 3, get a Soul Ring is 4, make a Saga token is 5, or make a Soul Ring make a token is 6. Sorry. Make a token is 3, get a Soul Ring is 4, make a token is 5. So no. So we can get a top and look for an answer. If we get a top and look for an answer, do we still make a token? Yeah, I can Needle Wraith. No, I took Needle out of my deck. I don't actually think Needle Wraith is good most times, but it certainly was good here. So the question becomes, do I make a token? Because if I choose to not make a token, then I have more mana to draw like Tinker, Time Walk. I have way more outs that way. So I think I just don't make a token. 1, 2, 3 Street Wraiths are removed. 1. Oh, fucking, they got me. Okay, there is no Street Wraith. So we should just make as many tokens as possible then. I missed the Street Wraith here. I would have misplayed pretty badly, actually. Chat is too broken. I'm basically cheating, you know? Basically a cheating. So I don't actually need to make a token, right? I just need to deal 5 damage. Could I still get a top? So if I get a top, it's 3, and then I can make a token. Here is 4, and then this will be 5. So I think what I can do is, well, I guess there's no reason not to make a token here. And then I get a top, and I can spin a top still and look for a Fluster. Does a Fluster actually do anything, though? Not sure if Fluster does anything. We know they have no more card draw, so aren't they just dead? Preordain, Doomsday. I didn't do the math. I should fucking do the math again. So we have Oracle, Lotus, Oracle, Lotus, Force, Fluster, and 1 unknown. All right, well, these don't do anything, so... This line also plays around a fatal push. Not really, though. Yeah, this line fit. I need to make an artifact to play around a fatal push. Yeah. I don't know. Clearly. Okay, so that took. What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong in that game? Did I do anything wrong in that game? The only decision point was flustering ancestral, and then I definitely made a lot of incorrect statements in that game. Probably out of tilt. I definitely made a lot of incorrect statements, but I don't think I did any misplays. So we basically barely won with fluster, force. It's not a good sign. It's also a possibility that my opponent could have built a better pile. If they had a pile here where if they had stacked their pile Ancestral, Street Wraith, Oracle, Lotus, we would have lost this game. So, I don't know. I think maybe if it was Discover End, we would lose. It's possible. The Oath registration is suspect. I mean, I'm playing a 4 Fluster 6 Force deck against and a Saga deck against Doomsday. Like, it's pretty good. They could play Gush to beat Fluster. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go with a Gush. They went for Ancestral Line instead. Yeah. I mean, I'm not mulliganing my hand. I do think we were supposed to lose that game too if my opponent played optimally, but I don't think you're ever supposed to beat Doomsday if your opponent plays optimally, right? Ancestral's not in their pile, so we're dead on turn 1? We've died to Doomsday in 3 out of 4 of our game losses on turn 1. Incredible. Incredible. Fantastic. Fantastic. What a fucking fair deck. I'm so glad this deck exists. I do not think I'm going to stream anymore today, chat. I don't think we're going to have a good time. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be... I don't know. I really think our deck is theoretically very, very good against Doomsday. But Doomsday too broken, I guess. All right, I have decided, because there's a game in front of me, we will play more Magic. We're up against powerful Wizard Musasabi. Last played Golos, but has played 8 casts to a top 8 finish in the past, so let's see what this can do for us. This would have been a decent hand against Doomsday. Not a bad hand versus Doomsday, right? Watch them be on Doomsday. That'd be just the worst. Okay, they're on looks like maybe Pio. If there's a Snapcaster Mage. So they have Black Lotus Citadel, but they also have Tinker, and they also have Ancestral, and they also have Snap. So if I have Misstep for Ancestral, and then I have Force for Snap, and then I get Tinkered, and then can we beat a Tinker? All right, I mean, not bad. I guess I have a Hardcast Force too. Yeah, so my opponent gets their Ancestral countered and then just goes Lotus, Snap, Ancestral. If I didn't have Mental Misstep, we would be just dead, probably. But I guess the real thing is we're super lucky they have Citadel in their hand and not in their deck so that they could Tinker for it. Because I think this Tinker either has like shit targets or just Sphinx, and I think we can beat a Sphinx with our own Sphinx or Grizzlebrand, so yeah. It actually is pretty nice that I am probably going to hard cast this Force of Will, which lets me cast Ponder with a Fetch Land next turn, which is pretty sweet. Unless, of course, they draw a Flusterstorm, in which case it would be marked down as not sweet. But gotta do what you gotta do. All right, Island, Lotus, Ancestral. Or you're gonna play around Negation? Nah, probably wouldn't play around Negation. Oh, they're gonna play around Negation. Okay, well, don't say. So now I can't fetch. That's for sure. Next turn I can fetch. I assume they're going to upkeep an Ancestral, in which case I will misstep, and then I don't know if they're going to snap upkeep it. Okay, they didn't upkeep an Ancestral. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to fetch now. Okay. And fetch again. So now I think I'm not going to play Ponder because I would rather Vamp. Now that I have Vamp, that line is more appealing. Yes, I have considered that. Before I wasn't considering that line, but now I can absolutely let Snapcaster resolve and go for an Oath. But the problem with that line is I actually think it's worse than just tinkering, right? Kind of depends. Oath can't be flustered, but it takes a turn and they have a tinker in their hand. I don't know. It kind of depends. Yeah, Tinker is not as good in this deck as it is in other decks. This is true. It's a true statement for sure. Hi, Raphael. You missed all of the fun. I would assume Wasabi's like double queuing an arena event or something, but we'll see. So I don't know what's going on. Still my main phase, so. Wonder how the Battle of Wits video is doing. I assume it will do better than Caw-Blade and Omnath because it's more interesting. That assumption is not correct. Interesting. I also kind of have overloaded people with a bunch of videos in a row, so. All right, Ancestral. Repeal. Huh. I should have responded with. Oh well. I should have responded to this with the. I think I am gonna vamp. I should have responded though, but I mean, if they crack it, it's not a big deal. I think I'm going to get. I think I'm just gonna get Tinker. I guess it's pretty bad if they draw Fluster. That's the big problem. Is Fluster? Maybe they're just going for like Hardcast Citadel. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. Oh, that was the wrong fetch land to play. Okay, so I know their entire hand. All right, this game is good for us. They should have played their Delta because now I know their whole hand. I just misstepped this. I'm actually only at 12 life, so maybe Citadel was a terrible mistake. Wait, how do they have 4 cards in hand? When oh, here, Ancestral's gone. Okay, yes. Yes. So the problem with letting this, countering this is they can follow up with like Tinker Sphinx, and I might actually lose to Tinker Sphinx. So I think I am actually going to let this resolve. Even though I didn't, maybe I should have gotten Oath. I don't want them to Tinker this turn, so I chose to do this. All right, so time to find out how good Tinker is with a land drop to give and a terrible deck for it. I think I may have made a mistake, but it could always work out for us. And I think I'm still getting Citadel over Sphinx. Okay. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. Yeah. It might have just been a really bad misplay. I should have just vamped for Oath. But I kind of expect myself to play pretty bad at this point in the tournament. But definitely looks like a really bad play, not just vamping for Oath. The problem with vamping for Oath is my opponent doesn't have to main phase Snapcaster. They can just hold it and do it on my upkeep or anything. Like they can, or on my end step. All right, the question is, do I pay 5 life to stop Tinker? So do they have a Sphinx in their main deck? Probably. I kind of think I have to let this resolve. Maybe they just don't even have Sphinx. Second Citadel. Ooh. Second Citadel is a little bit more playable. Oh, and they do have Sphinx. Okay. Well, this is my turn. I gotta do the thing. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked that to be on top of my library instead of a force. I think we're just gonna lose. So sad. I really need to like hit a bunch of Moxen, find an Oath and a Time Walk, and then even then I still have some problems. So I do have like Vault Key turns. I have a pretty good Yogwill. I've been told the Citadel always works and it doesn't matter. That's what Slasher told me, and I know everyone trusts Slasher to be right all the time, so holy moly, that would have been bad. This deck is not good. That's good though. Okay. Just be luckier? Well, we know I can't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna fluster this. Oh my god, we're doing it. I'm gonna target Flusterstorm with my Flusterstorm. I think paying 1 life to get the Flusterstorm off the top is correct. We're doing it. Soul Ring 5. No, we have an Oko for our own mana crypt here. Oh, we don't have enough mana. Shit! Put back Sphinx? I can't cast Sphinx if I put it back. It costs 1,000,000 mana. I thought I could like Time Walk and Oko my mana crypt. That is not the case. So I might have to Time Walk and see if I take 3 first. The food cracking is not the problem. The problem is I need another blue mana to Time Walk. It's possible that I should have put back Time Walk and cast it off the top. Yeah, that was a misplay. I wasn't really thinking I needed to do that, but if I had put back Time Walk, I would have taken an extra 1 damage. But I would have been able to Oko my mana crypt, which is not exactly a great play, but I think we're just supposed to Time Walk and see if we take the damage instead of flipping a 50-50. The problem with that is Walk Oath doesn't win you either. That doesn't get you anywhere either. I misplayed here pretty badly by not putting Time Walk back on top. What about casting Sphinx? Black, black, white, blue. I'm 1 short on Sphinx. Okay, that makes me want to Oath more. Oh, sorry, not Oath more, Time Walk more. I don't know where chat is getting Oath from, but I can hard cast the Sphinx, so that'll buy me some time. Because I hit exactly Pearl. I can still hit Yagwil and just win. I guess it doesn't just win if I take this flip crypt damage, though. I'm not dying on my upkeep. I'm choosing not to cast this Time Vault. I could lose 2 flips, and then I might die on my upkeep. Oh, I guess I would just die to Snapcaster Mage. No. I can lifelink first strike. No, I'd just die, right? Okay, so this was a terrible play. Yeah, okay. Well, I would have lost, so I didn't die. Because this balances each other out, and I take... No, I can first strike the Snapcaster Mage. I would just block the Snapcaster Mage. That would be even? Yeah, okay. Wait, I don't know. Math is hard. I'm a vintage player. I can go to 1. But then I can't force. I can't play an elk, chat. I have to play this. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black. Yeah, I can't play an elk, chat. So feel like I will just die to this mana crypt. Oh yeah, I can just block the Sphinx and go to 8. Yeah, I'm dumb. I don't know. They won't attack. They're just not going to attack, right? So how much mana do I have to spin? This black. I'm playing really poorly today. I have 1 mana to spin, and if I spin into a variety of cards, it might be good. I don't think there's not too many cards from my opponent's side that beat me. Maybe like not even a Time Walk. I think I can do this and spin. see if there's a winner. Unfortunately, Mystical is not a winner. There's no way for well, like, what if I do Oko, food? Holy shit. Okay, so green, blue, Oko, food, crack, 3 mana, mystical. Yeah, okay, I think I have a line. Let's just try it. I think I have a line. Here. Green, blue, Oko, food, crack, mystical. Oh no! This is fine. I have it. It's fine. Yogwill. Draw Yogwill. Jet, Lotus, Tinker. Key. No, I didn't have a line. I fucked up. All right, can I still time walk? No, I fucked up. I fucked up. I was so close. I had to just time walk. I'm so bad. Oh, well, I fucked up. Can I come back from this? I can vamp for, I don't have a Lotus in my deck. Can vamp and just try to hit 2 Moxen. Yeah, I fucked it up. That's so close. I feel like there's a line there if I just think about it some more. Nope. Oh, I have Ancestral, I guess. But then I don't have any blue Moxen. Oh, I can hit 3 more Moxen. I can't cast Yogg from the top when I'm at 3 life, chat. Ah! Ancestral. Okay. I had to Mystical to get the Yogwill. Oh, draw Mystical with top. Yep, that's the one. Yep. So I had the right line. I just did it badly. It's kind of unfortunate. I like how I played that. I just didn't execute at the end there. That's pretty sad. But I did this to myself. So I think that tinkering for Citadel, I still don't hate tinkering for Citadel. It was close. I like what I tried to do, but I failed. Yeah, I just should have thought about it a little bit harder. Almost beat my opponent's multiple ancestral hand. It was close. Probably should have, actually. Oh, why did I play that without looking first? I don't know. I'm obviously playing pretty poorly, seeing as I'm very tilted. And I'm O2. Let's see if we can try to play this game better. Yeah. I don't know. I did some pretty good things on that Tinker. Talarian, but no Moxen. Island repeal. I'm gonna get mental misstepped. I guess it's better to get my soul ring mental misstepped. But then I don't have anything until I get a Lotus or something. It's so bad if I play key and they don't misstep it. But it doesn't get much better if I yeah, it's just too important, the soul ring. Okay. They drew Lotus and they're gonna Karn? Alright, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play Magic anymore. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. I think my opponent's hand is like a borderline mulligan. But I mean, sure. This is a train wreck of a stream, is it not? I need a espresso martini. That's what I need. Are they open? Hold on. Works in court. Opens at noon. Nope. I might go walk and get an espresso martini. They got a needle on my Saga. All right, I'm done. I'm done here. Sorry, chat. I don't really feel like I played the first 2 rounds poorly. I think I just got manhandled by Doomsday. I definitely played that game 1 poorly. That was my fault. I just didn't play very well. It happens sometimes. I still don't know if this deck is good or not. I don't really have enough data to tell you. Seems like it is playable, but yeah, I really hate Citadel decks with 4 Fluster. Like, I know Dom plays 4 Fluster in PO, but at least in PO you have 2 top. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna sign off. I might play the 3 a.m. challenge depending on how I feel, if I'm awake, etc., etc. Because I think Monday is off of work, so I'll probably stream at some point. But yeah, I think it's martini time. I'll catch you later, chat.